Hello everybody. Today in this session, we'll discuss about the online and offline internship details, and this is basically a orientation session on the online and offline internship program for BBA, for MBA and MCOM students. Now, in this session, basically we'll discuss, like as in the introductory slide, it is mentioned that online or virtual internship and offline internship. Okay, so there are some basic questions today I will address. These are like what is internship, then what is online or virtual internship, then what is offline internship, why internship, then how internship, when internship should be there, then for who internship. This kind of basic questions I will address. Along with that, I will share the university internship guidelines also, guidelines and different report format. Now here first we'll discuss what is a internship, then we'll talk about the what is online internship, then we'll discuss what is offline internship. Now what do you understand by internship? If we go through this basic question answer, basically an internship is a period of work experience offered by an organization for a limited period of time to the students of different discipline. Or in other words, we can say an internship is a professional learning experience that offers meaningful practical work related to the student's field of study and provides a clear job or project description for the work experience. Internship basically orients the students to the organization, its culture, and proposed work assignment. Now, in this regard, first we will discuss the what is an online internship. A virtual internship or an online internship is a work experience program where the participants means interns gain experience while working in a remote professional setting and is not physically present at the job location. This is basically the difference between the offline and online internship. In the online internship, students need not be physically present at the job location. Now further about the online internship, virtual interns communicates with their employer online through various means including email, Skype, WhatsApp, Insta messaging, mobile conversation, mobile conference, webinars, Google Meet, then project management tools, then SMS messaging, etc. This is regarding online internship. Now, if we discuss offline internship is basically internship where student need to be physically present at the job location. Students' physical movement should be in the job location or in the company, and student physically should be present in the university also as per the guideline provided by the university. And in the physical internship or in the offline internship, every report are being submitted in the hard copy format. So this is basically the difference between the online and offline internship. Now after that we'll go through the benefits of the internship program. Now from the benefits of the internship program, we will be addressing the why internship. Okay, now to get the benefits, we will go through the objective of the internship program. Now there are different objectives of the internship program are available. Among them, some importance I will highlight here. First one objective is that internship helps the student to get exposure to corporate culture. Then secondly, internship provide an opportunity to apply the concept learned in the classroom and gain command over their application of knowledge. Then thirdly, internship improves students' interpersonal skills, professional manners, and professional skills. Then, further, internship equips the students with the task orientation and expose them to organization culture and teamwork. Then internship also helps in acquiring time management and project management skill to the students. Then, lastly, internship develops skill of report writing and effective presentation. So these are some objective of the internship program. From this objective, you can understand that why internship is important for a professional students like MBA, MCOM, and other area of discipline of study. So this basically we have discussed what and why. After this, like now we'll go through the internship guideline. To have the internship guideline, we'll go through the again screen sharing, and there I will show you that what guideline you need to follow for your internship. Now first we'll go through the code of conduct format. This is basically the internship code of conduct guideline. Now all students need to go through this code of conduct format and guidelines, and you should carefully study it. After reading it, when you will be doing registration in the online link, you will see this is given. So you need to understand. After that, you need to do the online registration. But if it is online offline mode, then hard copy is given to the student, and student read, understand, and sign the internship registration form and submit to the concerned faculty guide. So this basically all of you need to do, okay, because first you need to do the registration. After registration, then you will proceed with your internship work with the faculty guide. Then after this, I will share your internship program schedule. Okay, so this internship program schedule is made for MBA General Management student, MBA Rural Management student, MBA Healthcare Management student, and for MCOM students. Now here I will discuss the main components. Like among the main activity, first activity is weekly progress report. Now, as it is a 1 month internship program, there are 4 weeks. So among these 4 weeks, every week you need to submit a weekly progress report to your faculty guide. Now, each week weekly progress report will have 3.75 marks. Okay, so 4 weeks internship weekly progress report, total marks, total weightage percentage is 15%. Then after this, you need to submit initial report. Later on, I will show you the format also, like weekly progress report format, initial report format, interim report format, final report format. All this format I will show you. Okay, so now we are discussing the initial report. Initial report, all the students need to submit by the first week of July. That is latest by 7th July. Now, main content of the initial report will be overview of the company, including 3C report. 3C report, then short analysis, who's who, business objective of the executive training. That will be basically the content of the initial report. Then interim report. Interim report every student need to submit by second week of July 2021. That is latest by 14 July. Now on interim report, all students need to appear for a presentation also. And weightage is 10%, 15%. And for initial report, weightage is 15%. Then final report. Final report submission latest by third week of July 2021. That is latest by 21st July 2021. Now after submission of the final report, all students need to appear for a final presentation also. Now here, during the internship, if any students are able to secure a pre-placement offer letter, then the student will get a extra weightage in the evaluation. That a pre-placement offer letter need to submit to the faculty guide as well as in the FMC office. Here total weightage is 30%. So altogether, 100%. Now after this, I will come with the weekly progress report format. This is basically the weekly progress report format. Now in this format, like you need to write your name, enrollment number, then location, company details, faculty guide, then progress during this week. Okay. Plan for the next week. Progress during the week, plan for the next week. Then other additional details. With these details, you need to submit in soft copy manner to your faculty guide. Then faculty guide will do the evaluation and faculty guide will give the marks on the weekly progress report. So like this 4 report you need to submit. If any one of you fail to submit a report for any week, then your marks will be deducted. So be careful that all of you ensure that you are submitting the weekly progress report. All weekly progress report. Then we'll discuss initial report. This is basically the format of the initial report. Internship program 2021 initial report format. Now here, as per the as per the information or as per the criteria or you need to fill it up, okay, with the 3C report, and you need to submit it to your faculty guide. Then after this, interim report. This is basically the format of interim report. Now in the interim report, you need to highlight the objective, stating the training and explaining clearly the tasks, target set by the company or faculty guide. Then whatever task target you are having, that you need to mention. Then strategy to achieve those tasks and target, then achievement, then mid-course correction, like at the middle of this project, if any correction need to be done, that also you need to mention. Then limitation, conclusion, and on this interim report, you need to do a presentation also. Then after this, final report. This is basically the final report format for PG level internship program for MCOM, MBA, all branches. Now this report, content of the cover page, title page, table of content, acknowledgement, abstract, summary, then objectives, then chapter. There are few chapters are there. So anywhere if you face problem, you can discuss it with your faculty guide and you can solve the problem. This is basically the final report submission format. Then after this, we'll go through the leave application format. This is leave application format. Now during your internship, if any one of you due to illness or due to any other reason, if you want to take some days off from the internship, you need to apply for leave to faculty guide with all these details, and faculty guide with consultation of the internship coordinator will approve, sanction the leave. If the reason is not genuine, it may not be sanctioned also. Because see, weekly progress report includes attendance also. So when attendance will not be there, you should be on leave. So you need to take care of these things also. Then next we'll go through the some online website. These are some important website which provides the online internship for MBA, engineering, law, and commerce students. Now here, like internship website for MBA, fresherswall.com, letsintern.com, then hellointerns.com, careers.google.com, then internship for like MBA, like monsterindia.com, then naukri.com, internshella.com, indeed.co.in, linkedin.com, okay, glassdoor.co.in. Now here, see, one thing simply I would like to tell you, whatever the website details you are seeing, all these websites provide internship in all discipline. Like Internshella, for example, Internshella provide internship for commerce students also. So here, commerce is not mentioned. That does not mean that this, companies does not provide the internship to the commerce students also. Any student can apply for internship through this, online website portal. The next we'll discuss like some online internship platforms. Again, whatever website we have discussed, some of them are mentioned here also. These are common for all disciplines. Then these are the reference of today's discussion. And thank you everybody for attending this session. I hope all of you will get benefit from this session.